His name is Rich Cronin. You might remember his hit song with LFO. He had a huge hit. I remember this song, Summer Girl.
All right, you remember this?
Sure, you do too. How old were you when you were in a boy? How you doing, man?
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, good to meet you.
I'm when I was in the boy band.
Yeah. How do you get in a boy band?
Well, first of all, when that song blew up, I was 24 years old.
Right.
So you were pretty old
Yeah, for
in
a
the boy band.
Yeah, I was pretty old.
You were no boy.
No, I wasn't.
That old boy over there.
Here's
Yeah.
a tissue.
Sorry.
He's snotting all over the place.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, calm down.
When that came out, I was 24 years old.
24. And how old were you when you got discovered for the boy band?
20.
Yeah. And what do you have to do? You have to audition and stuff? You have to like...
No, actually, sorry. I'm from Boston.
Yeah.
And
I know, we could tell.
sorry.
That's good.
No, I dig the accent. I'm sorry.
One of my friends and I, he for some reason he went on tour with the Backstreet Boys,
Right.
who were nothing,
Right.
and he was always talking about, we got to get with this guy Lou Pearlman.
Right. Lou was this guy. There was this guy, Lou Pearlman, who was this, like, incredible producer, if you will.
Well, what happened with Lou? Because I knew Lou. Lou used to own Blimps or something. I don't know how he knew about the music business, but after New Kids on the Block, he just got this idea to put together a boy band.
I mean, he had a lot of bands. He had, what was Justin Timberlake's band?
Yeah.
He had NSYNC, he had
NSYNC.
Backstreet Boys,
He had, my group, we sold
LFO.
4 or 5 million records.
and E-Town,
O-Town.
O-Town, whatever it was
O-Town.
called.
He never thought it was going to blow up. And then when the Backstreet Boys blew up and NSYNC blew up, and then, we started to blow up, not as big as them, but we blew up. He bought a fucking house that was incredible. It wasn't even a house, it was a hotel.
Right.
On this incredible lake. He started buying Bentleys. He had a $250,000 Rolex with diamonds all over it. Meanwhile, he's stealing all my money, everyone's money.
Yeah, so
we
you
all
never,
knew it.
You never got paid?
I didn't get paid anywhere near what I should have.
Really?
Nothing.
And like, didn't your parents or somebody step in, or your accountant go, hey, wait a second, we're not getting paid?
We were always on TRL.
Right.
We were always, starting to sell a lot of records.
Yeah.
And I started to say, well, where's the money?
Right.
And it was like, it was just nuts, man. The guy was such a creep. And
Did you
Well,
make
I know
enough
the
money?
Backstreet Boys had to sort of legally get away from him because he was,
Yeah, so did
the
NSYNC.
contracts were so ridiculous.
And Sync had to leave. Everyone left him.
Did you end up making any money?
Yeah.
Did you become a millionaire?
No.
Not a millionaire.
Wow.
And I should have made like at least $2 million, $3 million.
Wow.
Right.
Easy. But
Yeah.
see, here's what it was. I wrote all those songs for LFO.
Right.
I wrote like Summer Girls and all of them.
Right, so that's your publishing and all that.
Yeah. So when that song blew up, I thought, well, wow, I'm gonna get a publishing deal now.
Right.
He offered me $20,000 for my publishing.
Oh, my God. Did you take it?
Well, I was thinking about taking it. I was
Yeah.
like, holy, I never had $20,000. I
Right.
never had any money.
In one lump sum, yeah.
No, never. I was excited.
Oh, he's a real Colonel Tom type, yeah.
And so one of my friends said, are you going to take $20,000? I said, yeah, it's a great deal. He goes, you could make a deal for $500,000 tomorrow.
Right, just on that song.
So he schooled me to this publishing thing. So I was like, I got to do this.
Thank God
And,
you didn't sign away your publishing.
No. So I started saying, hey, let's get some publishing deals. So I put a lawyer out there.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, the lawyer's like, oh, I can get you a publishing deal. I can get you $750,000.
Right.
Next thing you know, another song came out called Girl on TV. Went top 5. And now I can get like close to $1 million.
Right.
Next thing I know, he comes back to me and goes, Rich, your publishing has been sold.
Oh,
So what do you
wow.
mean?
What do
He
you
says,
mean?
yeah, Lou sold your publishing for $1.2 million to Jive Zamba.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
So
he could do that without your signature or anything?
When I first signed the contract with him,
yeah. He
I
did
signed it away.
That's
Wow.
what that's what I'm saying about those contracts. He had people signing. They were crazy.
Yeah.
He owned everything.
You must have nightmares about this.
I had to go through lots of therapy.
Right.
I went crazy. I mean, I wrote some big songs, and
You must have some good therapy because...
No, I don't.
You're still here.
Yeah.
I know. I went crazy.
Wow.
I mean, the guy was awful. But
Oh, that's awful,
besides
man.
all this money stuff, the guy was he was really a creepy guy, man. Like,
I met him once. I had him on the show once with some band.
you did?
Yeah.
That was O-Town when they were
O-Town,
being
yeah.
Oh,
put
yeah.
on MTV. He came in here with the band.
When I got a hit song, the song went #1.
Right.
He bought me a Navigator in 5 minutes. He's like, walked in. He goes, yeah, you got a Navigator now.
Yeah, of course, because he was busy stealing your publishing.
He stole my publishing. He charged me for the Navigator. The guy's
Right.
a fucking asshole.
I got you a Navigator, but you're gonna pay
That's
for it.
right. I just
Oh, he
bought
didn't
your
tell me that,
car
though.
Yeah, right.
that
Oh,
you
no.
have to pay for.
You thought it was a gift.
Yeah, about 6, 7 months later, I found out He's fucking charging me for this
Oh
thing.
my God.
The guy's awful.
You know
but-
what, dude? I'd rather have my money and I'll go buy my own Navigator.
I'll just decide what kind of car I want.
Yeah.
Well, I said I want to get a Navigator. He said, well, let's go get it. And,
It wasn't all bad though. You got to date Jennifer Love Hewitt. You went out with her for a long time, right?
yeah, 2 years.
You banged her for 2 years.
Yeah,
And
She's
you
hot.
had some hit records.
Yeah.
Who took the hit?
She's hot.
she is hot.
How'd you get her?
I met her at the Blockbuster Awards.
Oh, no kidding.
And I wasn't, we weren't really mega successful, but we
Right.
still had 3 big hits.
Right.
And at this point, we had no hits.
Right.
I was just there.
And she wants to be a rock star too, doesn't she?
She wants to be a singer.
Right.
Right.
So she
I
probably
think she
figured-
put out an album.
Probably figures she'll fuck you a little bit. Maybe you'll write her a song.
I don't even think so. I think she just saw me then, and this is going back 8 years now
Right.
or more. And we had the same publicist.
Right.
So I started to talk to her, and I couldn't believe it. She kept talking to me and talking to me. She was actually interested.
Right.
And she later on that night, after the Blockbuster Awards, she gave me her number.
Wow.
I was floored. I was
Right.
like, well, because
Because she's rich and she's hot.
but besides that, I actually was a big fan of hers.
Right.
I worked at Blockbuster
I'm
2
a
years
big.
before.
I have two things I like about her.
Yeah, I mean, I worked at Blockbuster 2 years before that, like putting the movies on the shelf.
Right.
And every time I saw a picture, I say, oh, she's
Super
really hot.
Yeah.
And now I'm at the Blockbuster Awards.
And she's putting the moves on you.
The girl on the video cover just gave you her number.
So did you call her right away, or did you play the game and wait a while?
No, I mean, I was so anxious about calling her. I couldn't. And then I actually got a notebook and I wrote down all these subjects. Like,
so you
okay.
needed crib notes.
Oh, no, the paper was there. I
Shit
was
to
like,
talk about with Jennifer Love
so
Hewitt.
when there's a quiet point, I'll talk about this.
Right.
And this, like, I couldn't imagine there being any quiet points in the conversation.
Right.
I would be awkward silence. So I actually called her up, and
Right.
she answered the phone,
Wow.
and we talked for like 2 hours.
Did you use your notes?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there was no way.
You went through all 2 pages. 2 hours. That's a lot of notes.
No, really. I mean,
Yeah.
and the whole time I'm thinking, this is Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Right.
I was a big fan of hers.
Right. So what happened? Did she go out on a date with you or something?
About a month and a half later,
No.
she says, "Why don't you come out to L.A.?" Now, mind you, I had no money. I was negative money.
Right.
I didn't have a cell
You'd have
phone.
to go to Lou.
Yeah, it's like how do you
Exactly,
You
I
have
did.
to play with Lou's dick.
Dude, it's awful, right? So,
Yeah.
so Lou goes, I got to get out to L.A., Lou. Love wants to see me. Lou's like, oh, this could be good. He goes,
Right.
come out to L.A. with me. I was like, when are you going? He goes, this week.
Right.
He goes, come with me, because I'm shooting my movie out there, which is another story. But so I go out to L.A. and he goes, you can stay in my hotel with me.
Oh God.
no.
I have a
And
big
your roommates.
suite. So anyways, I went.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I got to go. So I'm getting my clothes out real fast in the room. It was
Right.
a big suite.
Uh-huh.
And I
Did you
was
see you naked or something?
no.
No.
And I said, all right, man, I'm out of here. And the publicist picked me up, and we went to Love's house. And it was really weird. Like,
A nightmare.
it was really, I was awful.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
What is Jennifer Love Hewitt wearing when you show up at her house?
She was wearing like a ballerina dress
Really?
with like a unicorn and sparkly, like
Oh jeez.
bedazzled.
What's her problem?
She was dressing pretty wild.
Yeah, what
And,
is that about? That was for the date? She wore a ballerina outfit?
I
With a
think,
unicorn?
I
on
feel
it?
like it was a ballerina outfit.
Yeah.
It looked like the dress went out and yeah, it was
like a tutu and all that.
She probably didn't
yeah,
even
it was a tutu. It was a tutu.
Did she look hot?
She looked hot, but I just thought the outfit was completely out of
Inappropriate.
control.
Yeah, right.
Nah, so I like. Look,
At least it was a
Jennifer Love
girl, better than me
Yeah,
with Lou.
right.
Dude, she was Jennifer Love
She's
Hewitt.
a lot less scary than
Yeah.
Lou.
Oh no, I was
Oh,
really.
wow.
It was true. So we wanted a date to Universal Studios, and she was totally like into me. I couldn't believe it, man. I mean, and we were.
How long before you get in her pants?
Well, she asked me to stay at her house that night.
Wow.
Thank goodness, because that meant
I
no
did-
Lou hotel room.
I know it was amazing.
Did you bang her?
Not that night. I didn't even go to her house.
Why?
I was trying to play it cool.
Yeah, that's
She
crazy.
lives with her mother.
Right.
So I was like, I just was freaking out so bad I couldn't spend the night. I couldn't do it. I was like,
Plus, you didn't have your notebook with all your notes.
I couldn't talk
Right.
to her anymore. I didn't know what to say. So I was like, fuck, I got to regroup, think about this shit all night. So I said to my publicist, I was like, hey, can I stay at your house tonight?
Right.
He goes, yeah. what, you don't want to stay with Lou? I was like, no, I don't want to stay with fucking Lou.
Lou.
He's like, all right. So Love says, well, if you can't stay at my house tonight, I want to pick you up in the morning. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, what time? She goes, I'll be there at 7 in the morning.
Oh
Beautiful.
my goodness.
She's into it.
So I was like, holy shit. She goes, because I have an audition, and I have to get my hair done. So I'm like,
So you're just gonna hang out with her while she
I'll
runs?
fucking go.
Yeah.
Right. What else you got to do?
Nah, so that's why I was out there for her.
But that's not a lot of time to study your notes to figure out what to
Well,
talk
you
about.
write while she's having her hair done.
So
Right.
no, I had to sit with her.
Oh.
And I was like,
Man.
I was thinking about all this shit, dude. We didn't have any hit records.
Right.
I was nothing.
Right.
And she's like spending all this time with me and wanting to hang out with me. I was like, what the hell? I don't understand it, but I love it.
Right.
So so she gets there at 7 in the morning. She hands me a Mentos, like those colored fruity Mentos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes, these are for you. I was like, thank you. And she's like, well, let's go to get my hair done. I was like, all right. And we're in her little Mercedes, like the smallest Mercedes available
Yeah.
on the market. And I'm in there like, oh, this is great. You know, because I'm 6'3". And I'm like, this is great. This is awesome. Yeah. And I'm sitting there trying to think of shit to say.
All right.
And I was having a hard time. She did all the talking, though.
You shouldn't shut up.
My head was spinning, but I was thinking about her, and she was like, hey, will you? She goes, I'm going to get out of the car here. We're at the hair place. She goes, I'm going to get out of the car here and go in. Will you park my car?
Wow.
I'm like, oh, jeez, I don't know. I'm going to crash this thing. So I don't know. I don't know my way around here. The thing's fucking miniature car.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah.
Where the
she-
fuck are you gonna park it?
I'm going to park it? I'm an awful driver. I'm a fucking awful driver.
I don't know where you are.
I didn't know where I was. I had no idea where I was. And the blocks are fucking huge. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. She got in there. I was like, holy fucking shit. So I'm driving around like the block. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I finally parked the thing. Sweating bullets.
Right.
I walk in the room. I'm like, yeah, your car's out there. It's fine. She was like, cool. So then I sit down on the seat, and everyone's like, everyone, this is Rich. I'm like, hi. She's like, all the hairdressers, hi. She's like, so Rich is from Boston, and he's a boy band and all this stuff. I'm like, yeah. We were there for like 3 hours. And she was looking at like magazines and going, oh, Tom Cruise looks amazing and all this stuff. I mean, it was bullshit.
Yeah.
Hey, what did you expect her to talk about?
I don't care what she talked about. I was just like, fucking Jennifer Love Hewitt. So
That's weird when you realize with most broads like that, you're making notes on what to talk about, and you realize they're
And,
just
yeah,
they're just
they're
morons.
they're just
Yeah.
going to keep talking.
Yeah. She's not going to shut the fuck
I'm just
up.
going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
So then after that, we went to a coffee shop, and then she went to an audition, and it was just,
That must have been some audition. Probably sucked.
no, it was for, what was it?
I don't know.
Archie. The Archie movie that never came out. But,
Archie and Veronica?
She's
Yeah.
gonna play
Shit.
Veronica.
She was supposed to play Veronica.
She didn't even get it.
No.
Yeah.
So I wrote a song called West Side Story. I said Veronica. It was about a girl named Veronica. And I was so lame.
Yeah.
I was so lame. I wrote all these songs about her, like encrypted, like to her.
Right.
I was fucking lame, dude.
Oh,
Hey.
stop.
What was it like banging her? Like when you were banging her, you were like, oh man, I can't believe I'm banging Jennifer Love Hewitt.
When that happened,
And you must have come in 2 seconds, huh?
well, she made me wear 2 condoms.
Two?
Yeah.
How do you get two on?
One for her, one for her mother.
No,
Wait a second. You're telling me, because you know what? I heard that's dangerous. They're more likely to break
Break that
when you
way,
wear
yeah.
I
two.
heard that too.
Yeah.
I heard
It's
that.
hard
Yeah.
to do that.
I didn't hear it then.
Yeah, by the way, this is, in case you don't just tuned in, this is Rich Cronin. He's got a new album out. I'll tell you about that, $1 Billion Sound. Available at richcronin.net.
He ought to just put these stories on a CD.
Yeah.
I wrote a
And-
book.
And
Really?
You got a
Good.
book too, right?
Well, I don't have a. Yeah, I wrote
yeah.
a book.
Yeah. Can you get it anywhere? Or
I'm gonna try.
Yeah,
No,
you'll
you
get
haven't
it.
got a
You'll get it.
publisher
You think?
yet?
Yeah, yeah.
I
You
haven't
Oh
even
got,
my
tried.
God.
you got some good fucking stories,
This is
dude.
amazing.
I have so many stories.
And you
but,
had leukemia too, right? You just got over that.
I had awful leukemia. I got this. It was called AML, and I just went to the doctor one day. I was losing weight, and my father was really nervous. I was home. I lived in Orlando at the time, and I went to visit them. And he said, the minute I walked in, he said, "You look like shit."
Right.
I was like, "Thanks." He says, "You got to go to the doctor." So about, in 2 days, I went to the doctor. The doctor says, "Wow, you don't look good. I think you have mono." I said, "Oh, mono, whatever." He goes, "Let's take a blood test." And they took the blood test, and I had leukemia, AML.
Cancer.
Awful. It's supposed to kill you in 8 weeks.
How'd you beat it?
I don't know.
How long ago was this?
2005. I got
Wow.
diagnosed.
Are you all right now, or you?
I am. I don't have it. So what happened
Gone.
was
It left you.
I got the leukemia, and it was like, this is the worst one you can get. It's very rare that a young guy gets it. So usually older men will get it.
Why do you think you got it?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I have good luck. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just awful. But I got it, and I went through all this chemotherapy, and
Man.
a year later it came back.
Oh.
Wow.
So the doctor said, look, the only choice you have is a bone marrow transplant. And my brother and sister didn't match me, nor my family matched. So they said, well, we're going to try to look for one for you. But meanwhile, we have to get you back into remission if we can. So I got a bone marrow transplant. Eventually, I
Damn.
got back in remission. And I went through all this radiation. And
Damn. That must be painful shit.
yeah, man. And then in June, I had a stroke.
Good Lord.
From the treatment they were giving me for the leukemia,
Yeah.
they were giving me this stuff called IVHG at the hospital. And they put the
Thing
thing in my arm. And I was there. It takes 5 hours. And I'm sitting there. I went to sleep, and the doctor woke me up. He says, Rich, sit up. Because I was in the bed. And I said, all right. And I couldn't sit up. And everything, I felt really weird. Everything seemed like it wasn't real. He goes, come on, sit up. You realize I wasn't kidding.
Yeah.
My face started to droop. And he goes, oh
Wow.
my God, he's having a stroke.
Jeez.
So
It's a good thing they woke you up.
they
baby.
caused it. They caused it.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, it happened right there. And they told me, like, look, this is from IVHG.
Yeah.
What is IVHG?
I have
exactly?
no idea. Something to help your immune system out.
Man.
So
So you think you beat it or what? What's going on now?
I hope I beat it, man.
You
Who
got the
knows?
bone marrow.
I got someone else's bone marrow. If I had a kid, which I couldn't because I had so much radiation, and if I did, it wouldn't even be mine. It would be like this other guy's thing.
Right.
Yeah.
There's more of this other guy in you than you.
Oh, 100%. I'm not even there anymore.
So when you were fucking Jennifer
yeah.
Love Hewitt, get back to that because
Yeah.
I broke it up a little bit.
So Jennifer Love Hewitt, when I first had sex with her,
She goes, wear 2 condoms.
yeah,
Did you think that was weird? How'd she look naked?
she looks great, man.
Yeah?
I couldn't believe what was happening, you know.
All right.
But
mean,
I don't
you're-
have anything bad to say about her, you know. She's a
She
great.
good in bed?
I thought so. I
Fully shaved vagina?
yeah,
No kidding.
yeah.
No, that turns me on.
But I have nothing bad to say about her. I mean,
All right.
obviously I had sex with her. I was with her for 2 years.
Yeah, but she was cheating on you like crazy, though, right?
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
What?
Yeah.
Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Jennifer Love Hewitt gave him like a ring, like a promise ring. She's like a dude. He's more like the chick, and she's like the dude.
She's giving the rings and then going around.
And he finds out she gives a ring to all the fucking guys, and she's fucking a bunch of guys, right?
Yeah.
How many guys was she doing behind your back?
I
Did
don't
you
know.
find out?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know. She gave me a ring, and we went to Cartier in Beverly Hills. And she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you something very special. I've never done this before, and you know, I have to give it to you." And I was like, "All right." And she goes into the place, she comes out, and she gives me this ring. It's like
Yeah.
the infinity ring. And I'm like, "Wow." She's fucking in love with me.
Right.
We're gonna get married.
This is the ticket.
This is unbelievable. I'm gonna fucking marry her.
You're gonna be Mr. Jennifer Love Hewitt.
She goes, listen,
Yeah.
I want to marry you. We're gonna be together forever. If you wear this ring, it's forever. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Let's go.
I fucking found out.
It's my ticket out of Lou.
Dude, this is the
How
only
long
bit.
did it take you to find out?
You found
2
out
years.
what?
I found out. So I did this reality show called Man Band, Mission Man Band. It's the
Right.
worst name ever, and the worst show ever.
Right.
And it was me, Jeff Timmons from 98 Degrees, Chris Kirkpatrick from NSYNC, and this guy from Color Me Bad named Brian Abrams. Whatever. And
Color me bad.
I'm talking to Jeff Timmons goes, hey, you and me have something in common, man. I'm like, what? Jennifer Love Hewitt. I'm like, what? No, I'm really like, what?
Yeah, you're like in love with her.
I mean, we've been broken up for 5 years. I was like, what? He says, yeah, man, Jennifer Love, you and me. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Because I always asked her about that. Did you ever get with it? 90 Degrees. I was nuts.
Yeah.
Did you ever get with this guy? No. She goes, yeah. In fact, one time, she wanted to marry me. I said, what? He goes, oh, yeah. She took me to Cartier in Beverly Hills.
Oh my God.
And she gave me
She's like Errol Flynn.
she gave me this thing called the Infinity Ring. I was like, she gave me the fucking Infinity Ring.
Yeah.
And she gave me the whole speech. She gave me this big speech how she wants to like be together forever. I was like,
Yeah.
what the
What is she like a
Oh,
sociopath?
man.
That's
So
wild.
when that happened,
Yeah, that
cunt.
sucked. When that happened, yeah, your head must have been spinning.
I was lost, man.
Yeah.
This was like 2 years ago.
Bro, that's tough stuff.
It was rough, man.
Yeah, man.
But,
Boy, this boy band stuff's tough. So now you're doing a solo thing, huh?
Yeah, I have a solo record,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty excited about it. I think I actually came out pretty good.
Yeah. So I guess Jennifer Love dumped you. I mean, you don't see
Oh
her
yeah, she
anymore.
dumped me. What happened was at the very end of that relationship, she was in New York doing a movie, and Us Weekly, that magazine, I get a phone call from someone at my record company. They go, Rich.
Yo, we got something in common.
No, he goes, Rich. Get Us Weekly, just came out.
yeah.
I was like, why? What's up? He goes, just get it. I was like, no, seriously. He goes, just get it. Bye. Hangs up. So I lived in the Prudential building in Boston. So right downstairs in my building there was a supermarket. So I was like, all right. So I go down. I'm like, maybe there's something cool like Rich Cronin this. I don't know. Must be about me. No. It was a fucking thing about Jennifer Love Hewitt in New York City. All these paparazzi photos, like her with 7 guys.
7 guys.
Something like that,
Oh
dude.
my God.
She was this one guy, dude, check it out. She was with this dude, some guy on Broadway.
Yeah.
By the way, I went to that play with her
Wow.
Oh my
to see the
God.
Full Monty. Patrick Wilson.
She was with Patrick Wilson. Meanwhile, you took her to the play.
She took
She took
you
me
to
to
the
the play.
play.
She took me to the
to
play.
watch her boyfriend on stage.
She didn't know. She just saw him that when I was sitting next to her.
She dug the way he
She
looked.
was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm into him. So then
Oh, she said this.
she didn't say it, but now I'm thinking back. And I'm like,
Wow.
what the fuck? She goes, so then she called me up 3 days later when I got home to Boston. She goes, hey, my grandmother's coming in tonight. I was like, oh, cool, yeah, have fun. She goes, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go back to the Full Monty. Like, that was fun. I was like,
Yeah.
it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, she's in the magazine with the fucking guy.
Wasn't Full Monty where the dudes are nude
They
too?
get naked on
Yeah,
stage.
they're not even good-looking dudes either.
Right. They just got big cocks.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I hated the play, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh my God. So when you saw that in the magazine, did you call her up and say, "What the fuck"?
I tried to.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't just that. She was with this other guy, and this guy, and that guy, and rumors about her and Alec Baldwin.
Right.
'Cause
Oh,
she
yeah,
did,
yeah,
she was
yeah, I
doing
remember
the
that.
movie with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
I was on the bed having a panic attack.
Right. You were heartbroken.
Oh, so I called her up. I was like, "Do you have something to say to me?" I was the girl in this relationship,
Right.
and she goes like this. She goes, "Listen, don't you fucking call me up like this when I'm at work. I'm fucking working. Don't you fucking call me like this. If you believe that bullshit, shame on you." I'm like, I just saw 7 pictures of you holding 7 guys' hands.
Yeah. I mean, what do you mean if you believe it?
Dated last week on every one. I'm like, the
Yeah.
21, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? She goes, I'm not going to even discuss this. If you believe that bullshit, you're out of your mind. She hung up.
And that was the last you spoke to her?
No, I called her one time after that. She didn't call me for 3 days.
Right.
I was like, I'm done.
Right.
I called her. No, she called me up. And she had the whole thing rehearsed.
Yeah. Probably written it down in a notebook.
Oh,
Yeah, she
dear.
did.
Yeah.
And she was just like, I couldn't say a thing. It was all rehearsed. You're never gonna yell at me again. You're never gonna treat me bad. I'm not gonna be treated like this.
Yeah, putting it all on you.
You know,
Meanwhile, she's
it was
cheating.
all on me. And she
Yeah.
goes, I'm out of this relationship.
Yeah.
Goodbye. I have to go do the Tonight Show. And hung up the phone.
Yeah.
And that was it.
You never said a word.
And she made it all your fault.
Yeah.
That was nice.
But whatever. She's a great girl.
Yeah.
A lot of people found her so.
I don't know,
Hey,
man.
you were way into it. You would have married her, right? Sure.
In a second.
Do any sex videos with her?
No.
Oh, dude. Anything kinky going on between you and her? Like, you do anything weird?
Yeah, I don't think.
69? Anal? Yeah? Anal?
No.
69.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that with her. Totally 69.
I just,
Does she eat ass at all?
No.
No. Too bad. She ain't that crazy.
No, she wasn't. She was, again, she's just out there doing her thing.
That ain't the type of broad that would have stuck with you through the leukemia, I'll tell you that.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But honestly,
Do you have a
like
dirty little name for her in bed?
Missy, I call it.
Missy?
I called her thing Missy.
A pussy.
Yeah.
Why don't you just call it a pussy? That's very,
I don't think she liked that.
yeah, she likes Missy.
Yeah,
Son
whatever.
of a bitch. I'll use that if I ever get her.
She was
It's a
Tell her you
firecracker.
don't want any infinity ring, though.
No rings, baby. Where's Missy?
she was really, but honestly, like
That Missy must be tight.
she was out there doing her thing, and
She sure was.
I don't know, man.
What's her deal now? Is she like working there? Or something?
Yeah, she has a TV show
She's the ghost whisperer.
Yeah, she whispers to ghosts.
on CBS.
What?
It's a hit show, though. It's a
Yeah,
hit show.
it is. It's been on for a few years.
All right. So anyway, the new single now from Rich is from his album $1 Billion Sound, available at richcronin.net. Also, for more information on Rich's Leukemia Foundation, you go to richcroninhopefoundation.com, charity thing you're involved in, right?
Yeah. It's really
And
fun.
here's a little bit of your tune, your new one, right?
Yeah.
Anything about Jennifer Love in this, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think
Really?
so.
Well, you still hung up on her.
Yeah, a little bit. No. This song's about what happens during the whole boy band thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They say hindsight is 20/20, and that's plenty good advice. But in time, we all roll dice. When I was 15, I fell in love with that noise on the radio. It drove me crazy though. Of course, I knew that I didn't have a chance. I'd make it one day, no matter what the circumstance. Cause I just couldn't say no. Crumpled up paper on my bedroom floor. Song after song, lyric for lyric. My dream was out of reach, man, I couldn't get near it. Until one day I was standing right there. Could someone please tell me how the hell I got here?
So here's the story of your life.
Who's the broad?
In black and white.
A girl I'm working with.
You doing her?
No. No.
You got a girlfriend now?
No. No.
You sound like a black dude when you do your thing. Right?
Yeah, I
It's
guess
kind of
so.
cool. Right?
Yeah, I was going to say, who's the guy?
Nothing seems to bring me back to you, no matter what I do. Now I'm driving down Route 3. Back
You
to the
producing
crib
this too?
again,
Yeah.
off to the
Sounds good.
studio, Gotta
Thank you.
get my fill again. Nowadays life is way more tough. I did all I could do, but it wasn't enough. I went down to Orlando.
When you were working with that girl, did you tell her the secret to making it big?
Beefs and they took me off track.
No.
Nah,
I
you
saw
should.
things
No, maybe
that
I
Show up
should.
in your underwear.
Even when the money was gone,
She's good
that's when
looking.
they told me
She's
to
good looking, too.
leave.
Hey, James, you're on the air. What do you want to ask? Go ahead real quick because we're running out of time. We got a bunch of stuff.
Awesome interview.
Oh, this guy's the
Fucking
best.
hilarious.
This guy's
man.
got
I'm
a real
pissing my
life.
Pants.
Yeah.
Hey, how come you guys haven't asked what were the titties like? Were they fake?
No.
Were they
Those are real?
Yeah, they're real.
what?
I mean, Lou's.
Yeah. Oh, those are real, too.
Those are real, too.
They were
Lou didn't
huge,
have
too.
implants
Jennifer
either.
Love Hewitt's tits are real, huh?
Yeah, those are
Sounds to
real.
me like you're still in love with her, actually. You
I'm
kind
not in love with her. I just, here's
Was
what it
that,
is.
was
I
that the
thought-
love of your life, though?
Yeah.
I am.
Here's the thing. She's a great actress, right? She gets paid millions of dollars to be in movies.
Right.
She could fool me. She's crying.
Right.
I love you. You're the greatest guy.
Oh, wow.
Crying when she wants to cry.
It sounds like she's a better actress off
Off
screen.
screen.
Well,
I've never
yeah.
been impressed
So
with
I-
her work.
so I was impressed.
On screen.
She still live with her mom?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't
How
think.
were those titties naked? Were they a little sloppy, or they were like really firm?
No, they look good, man.
They did.
They did. I'm not going to lie.
Man, don't lie. I want the truth.
She looks good. She does. I mean, I don't know about now, but I'm going back 8 years
I
here.
can't believe she was cheating on you. You're a good guy. You didn't deserve that.
Is,
Yeah.
is there some sort of Boston connection with Lou Pearlman? Because like Donnie Wahlberg and the Backstreet Boys was a Boston kid. Like, are a lot of those kids Boston kids or something?
Well, no.
A lot of you Boston kids put out.
Yeah.
Donnie
I don't put
Wahlberg.
it-
I'm joking.
Was it
You're
the
thinking of-
Backstreet Boys?
No, the
No,
new
you're
kids, new
talking with
kids.
New Kids on the Block.
Oh, he was. Oh, I'm
Right,
sorry.
right.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
It was
Danny
Kids on
Wood.
the Block.
No, but Danny Wood from that group is a great friend of mine, actually. And when I was sick, he was always visit me at the hospital.
that's
and
nice.
He's a great guy. But
Yeah. A couple of guys can be good, too. You know what I'm saying?
those guys are good.
Well, listen, you guys heard the story, Rich's single story of my life. And $1 Billion Sound is available at richcronin.net.
Yeah,
Encourage you-
publishers ought to get
sounded
in
good.
touch with
I mean, I'm a
him.
good writer. I wrote for the Jonas Brothers, everyone.
You,
But
you making some money now with...
well, I've been out of the business now for 3.5 years with
Wow.
this
Really?
leukemia. So
yeah.
Trying to-
I got to get back in it now.
Yeah, you got the talent, man. You can do it.
You
Thank
wrote
you.
for the Jonas.
Yeah.
You got your publishing back? Or does
have-
everything still go to Lou if you write a song?
Losing
No,
jail.
Losing
man.
jail, man. He ain't taking anybody's publishing.
But I'm not
Goodness.
getting any money out of him either.
For more information on Rich's Leukemia Foundation, go to richcroninhopefoundation.com also. And you write the music and the lyrics and the whole thing.
I do it all, yeah.
You're
Yeah, you
good.
can write.
Talented guy.
You wrote a couple of hits, man. That's a
Yeah.
valuable thing, you know.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have the publishing, though.
And I would say if they could, they could also go to my MySpace as well.
Okay. And Mark, go ahead. You have the last question for Rich Cronin.
Hey now.
Hey.
Hey,
this guy is the best fucking representative for Boston I've ever heard. Radio fucking gold.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I like him.
I wanted to ask Rich. You know, is there any way to hang out, maybe get some pussy shrapnel?
I don't have, honestly, I'm not getting any pussy.
Yeah.
I'm
and
really,
no Missy either.
I have nothing.
Yeah.
But if you have any pussy, I'd like to hang out with you.
Anybody got any pussy, get in touch with Rich through the Rich Cronin Hope Foundation.
Yeah, because
Rich Cronin, good guy, man.
Thank you.
Glad I got to meet you. You know, Kid Chris always tells me about you. Said you're a great guest. And
Kid Chris is a great guy.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine,
really
too.
supports me.
Yeah, nice guy.
Great.
And you're a good guy, and
Thank you.
we support you now, too.
Awesome.
Rich Cronin's album, $1 Billion Sound, available at richcronin.net. We'll be back right after these.